Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another 7 to 10 day prediction. Thank you guys for letting me know how that resonates and also how it applied throughout that time for you, because I think if you track back and see which card you've picked for that week, and if you come back to it, you truly know then how to apply messages from a general reading to your life. And I think this is quite useful. I'm aware that a lot of people just look at the predictions, but they don't track back. Obviously, in collective, it's hard to say, if it's going to apply to 90 or 80% of you. You might just need maybe a couple of sentences throughout that week in order to pick that for yourself and say, hey, okay, that's something that I can use, or maybe that's something that I can watch out for or improve, and sayonara, So however you are taking your messages, I hope these are helpful. That is my main mission here, and it's fine if it's not your vibe. I don't think that 4 groups are enough for the amount of people that are watching, but I think that for most of you, you are really good interpreting them and you already know what it means in your situation. So thank you for doing so, and for commenting, and for those dope ass people liking the video before even seeing it. I mean, tribe hashtag, right? So as usual, we have 4 groups here, guys, and I don't have any objects. Again, I want you guys to use your tool that is called intuition and see which side draws you in, which number draws you in. Number 1 starts on your left and number 4 is on your right. So try to maybe meditate, close your eyes, see which pile draws you in the most, and maybe which number you've been seeing throughout the past couple of days. And I'm gonna catch you in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1. So let's see what we have for you. I'm gonna shuffle on camera. I hope that doesn't bore you. I know some people like it, some people don't. If you wanna, skip it, but sometimes I pick up messages when I'm shuffling too, so maybe you would want to listen. I'm not sure what's gonna come through today, so we're gonna be using the Tea Leaf Tarot together with a couple of other decks that I will feel that are vibing with you guys. Pile 1. I just do it intuitively, so we'll see. All right, so this message will be from the Magic of You Oracle deck. I truly love this deck. Artwork as well as messages. I think we're gonna read this one out for you, and we're gonna focus on your tea leaf at the very beginning. So what is up, pile number 1, the next 7 to 10 days from now? Now don't forget, some of those things that I might be talking about, maybe it has already happened, so maybe don't push it if you're like, this is talking about the future, but this has happened, because we on different time frames. We have the first card popping up. I feel the second one wants to come out. Okay, the third and the 4th. I feel like there is one more, so let's shuffle. Okay, that one. So we're gonna be clarifying these, and let me make sure, don't forget your yes or no cards. So I'm gonna put them up here. So let's see what we got, pile number 1. So we're starting with a distant friend is thinking of you. Lovely. We have money path. Nice. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay. Then we have not unsuccessful plans. It's interesting how that sits right next to the path of money, which for me already tells me that there might be a path that you have taken that you want to somehow change, or those unsuccessful plans will actually take you to where you need to be to find that money path. Okay, so everything happens for a reason. And did you see how that card rotated? I'd say, you know what it reminds me of? A Wheel of Fortune. So the fortune is changing. So wherever you used to be before, it's gonna be up and down for you guys. I don't know where you're at in this on this scale, but I'd say big changes when it comes to success, when it comes to career and stability overall. We have a box, you will receive a gift. This is a very nice vibe, pile number 1, I must say. And we have carriage, a journey either physical or mental. This is big, pile number 1, and I feel like it's all good stuff. So let me adjust the camera a little bit so that you can see the rest of the cards. So we're going to start clarifying. What about that distant friend, please? What about that distant friend? Okay, we have the Three of Swords. I felt it reversed though. What happened to that friend? What is up? I feel it's their energy. And the Magician, as well as, whoa, Two of Wands together with the Chariot. So let me spread these cards for you. We're going to be looking at, I think I want to turn that light off. Let me see. I think that's a bit better. Cozy at least. Okay, so what we have here. Look, a distant friend is thinking of you, right? And what does that represent for you? Someone is really missing you here, guys. And I think this is someone who may be wanting to reconnect with you, or maybe travel towards you, or take some kind of a journey. And it already relates to the Carriage card here. A journey, either physical or mental. Either you are traveling towards someone, or someone is traveling towards you. Now, it doesn't have to be a physical travel if you know that that's not possible for you at this time. But maybe it is for that friend, you know. But if you know you're both in a situation where that's not possible, it can be just a mental journey together with your friend. But whatever the case, someone, either you or this friend in the past, have been heartbroken, maybe by an energy that was a little bit manipulative, or someone has tricked someone here, I'm seeing. And it seems like there's gonna be that equal exchange here. Someone really needs what it is that you have in terms of energy. And it's not about taking and not receiving. It's about exchanging it. So I think either you are helping someone's broken heart, or you are being helped by someone who is helping you out in terms of old wounds, which is really nice to see. And you know, the Chariot is a winner card. This is a respectful card. Some kind of journey is being taken from the heartbreak towards the success. I'm seeing literally someone standing up, dusting themselves off and saying, hey, whoa, you know, what a journey. Let's move on. You know, I've been there for too long. Yeah, Nine of Cups. So whatever the connection you have with a person, regardless of a friend, you know, family member, someone you've met and it's a new connection, somehow they help you find your happiness, or you're helping other person. So you'll know where you stand. If this is not you who went through some kind of heartbreak, maybe even trickstery for some others of you, you know, something didn't manifest, let's call it that way, right? Something didn't happen the way that you have planned, then you know that this is you who is being somehow influenced in a very good way. Someone is making you happy here. Someone close. If that is not you who went through that, this is that other person who will probably reach out somehow, and you will make them feel that way. Nice. Okay, money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find. I want to pair these two together and kind of ask about a story. What is happening here? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands. For you guys, bottom of the deck, the Lovers, there is some kind of decision that you need to make in order to find those fruits of labor. Now, for some of you, it's going to refer to a situation where there was some kind of conflict or maybe misunderstanding or some kind of discussion, and it had led you to a place where you're like, is that something worth for me to continue? And it can be connected to your work, or it can be connected to some kind of maybe situationship or, you know, connection here. And it almost seems to me, when I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles from this deck, this page is very secretive. Almost like they're about to discover something that is precious. The same like Nine of Wands in this deck. This guy is looking at what it is that the future holds. But this guy is not only looking at that, this guy has been working on something for some time, and they're like, it's not too far away from me. So whatever the unsuccessful plans or unsuccessful connection, or maybe communication is not the word, communication you've had, it's somehow taking you to where you have to be, and these people already know what it is that they're about to discover. So it can be maybe a new position, or it can be finding some kind of investment that you want to make, or a job. It's a job situation here. Wow, okay. Yeah, in order to live the life that I want, I'm hearing. See, the Empress doesn't live in a home that is not matching her vibe. But prior becoming an Empress, this person has used their power, used their judgment, used their talents, decision making to get to where she wants to be now. And now she's laying on that really royal looking couch, and she's like, I love being here. It's a very abundant week for pile number 1, specifically when it comes to material things. So if you're looking for a home, or if you're looking for improvement in your work situation, you're gonna be the one who's gonna be finding it, because the money path is not about you receiving it out of nowhere. It's about you finding it. So there is some kind of pressure situation that you are uncovering here. Obviously, it doesn't have to be connected with money for all of you here, but it does seem like for most of you it will. Whatever you are uncovering or finding, it's gonna be pretty precious for you the next 7 to 10 days from now. For some of you, it can be if something didn't happen in your workplace how you wanted it to, or your life didn't go the way that you wanted it to, you didn't feel fulfilled. I think for some of you, you're going to be discovering your own power, that you have some kind of talent here, and you're like, damn, I know exactly where I need to go, where my path is leading me right now. So I think it's connected to life path as well for some of you guys. You are much clearer how to maybe even make money by doing something that you love. I'm just gonna pull one card for unsuccessful plans. So that might be to do with a connection in your life. Maybe you are untying a knot or cutting some cords with someone. See how that is already interacting, these two cards. Look at that and look at that. So this is telling me that maybe some of you are deciding to cut cords with someone, or maybe free your energy, claim back your energy and power, and say, hey, maybe I'm not going to invest my energy in this situation anymore. It's time to track back. It's time to step back. I want one more card. Okay, what is going to happen afterwards then? A new connection, and you potentially emotionally very nice beginning is waiting for you. So it seems like someone was kept in a situation, or they kept themselves in it. Well, we all keep ourselves in situations. No one's keeping us there, right? But it seems like someone is cutting something off energetically in order to become free, because they know that there is something better waiting for them out there. And maybe it was difficult to realize that for some time, but the next 7 to 10 days from now, it's going to be much clearer. Anything really that is holding you back, anything that feels like that knot, right? Okay, you will receive a gift. What is that about? Nice. Pile number 1. Someone who loves you dearly is sending you some kind of a gift, or it can come through as a very, very beautiful gesture. So it doesn't necessarily have to be physical gift. It can be a beautiful message, feedback, letter, maybe in some cases, that you are receiving. Nice. I really like this energy, pile 1. Let's read about your magic of your oracle. Let's see what it has to say. So now this card is going to be describing what it is that you are improving. So you're going to see the description of this card, but imagine as if this is something that you have already dealt with, or you are improving. So we have Furgan, become a loving mirror. This card is very strong. This card has a bit of a tough of a message in it. But I think that's why I like this deck. It's not sugar-coated. It's like, I'm gonna tell you how it is, you know? So know where you stand here in this message. Take it as if this is almost was as a sum up of a week what you have learned. Future, right? Future-wise, it says, the simple and unselfish joy that comes from knowing something good has happened to someone else fulfills and heals the angry, self-pitying soul. It's time for emotional unification and application for self and others. When we delight in the well-being and success of others, we mirror these thoughts. As has been demonstrated and proven in the science of quantum physics, we become a part of what we identify and acknowledge. Unconditional appreciation for others' happiness is liberation. It touches our soul and reverberates through our experience of the delicate ripples across the man's heart. It is time to be brave and put your fear, resentment, jealousy, and anger aside and delight in the joy of others. Trust and know that by this simple contemplation and observation, your own heart is healed and restored, and your life will reflect the joy and success you see around you perfectly and uniquely. See? And that is what is shown in this card, right? This person is touching their own heart in order to feel this other person's heart, you know. If my heart feels traumatized or hurt, probably the way I'm going to see this other person is going to be in a hurtful manner too. And it relates to, you know, to that saying, hurt people hurt. So I'd say that's something that you're realizing, or that's something that you're healing in yourself so that you can attract different people, or vice versa. Maybe you're going to, you know, for me, how I like to see this card, by healing yourself, you will heal the connections around you. Why? Because your vibe is going to be the vibe that you want. You know what I mean? So I think the next 7 to 10 days from now, you might recognize a trait in yourself that wasn't helpful somehow for you along the way. Let me have a sip of a drink and we will continue. So what I want you to do, guys, is to think of any question that has a yes or no answer to it. And think of any number between 1 and 9. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no objects. Again, I want you to use your intuition. Meditate. We're going to start with numbers 1. The answer to your question number 1 is a yes. The answer for number 2 is a yes, starting strong. I hope it's strong regarding to what you've asked. Number 3, another path is yours. When this comes up, I know that there is something better for you out there, or the question that you are asking you want in the near future. Number 4, it's a no. Number 5, it's a no. Number 6, I've lost number 6. I know why. Number 6 is a maybe. So when this comes up, I know that universe wants, God, whatever you believe in, wants you to keep a bit of mystery. Somehow the question that you're asking, the answer will come through, but there's gonna have to be a bit of a surprise factor to it. And maybe that's why the answer is being hidden from you. I don't know how that applies, but the maybe means that to me. Wait, I've lost the number. 7. Yes, definitely. Number 8, not the right time to know about this, or not the right time to act on whatever you're thinking about, or for it to come true. I hope it's making sense. And number 9, the situation is delayed. So you're gonna know, you're gonna find out, but maybe not just yet. So thank you, tribe, for coming back to my channel. Love your presence here. And thank you for those sticking with me throughout this time. I have people booking in with me saying I've been following you since since your how many subs? I think it was 1,500 subs. So thank you very much. It's been a journey, hey? And I hope this was helpful, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen number 2, I'm gonna read this card out for you, I think further on in the reading. This is gonna be something that you might be feeling throughout the next 7 to 10 days from now, or what you will have learned already. We're gonna be using the Tea Leaf Tarot, and we're gonna be clarifying it with a steampunk. So let's see what other messages for pile number 2, what is happening the next 7 to 10 days from now. I must say, check on your shoulders straight away the moment I started reading for you guys. I felt this intense, almost like pressure being placed on my shoulders. Do you take on too much? And would it be, you know, your own thoughts giving you pressure, or responsibilities? Maybe take extra time off if you can, obviously. You know, I think everyone can find extra 20 minutes for self-care, right? However you want to use it. Okay. And one more. What is happening the next 7 to 10 days from now? Let's see. How to. You give me this very, even though I feel this pressure on my shoulders, you give me this very chilled vibe, you know, someone who's very zen-like. Maybe that's something that you're aiming for. You already have found ways how to cope with the pressure. So we're starting with throne. We have position of authority. We have parrot. We had this, I think, in the last week's reading. If you've picked the same cards, I think that's interesting. Someone will gossip about your secrets. We have bell, announcement. We have pineapple, reconciliation. And we have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Let's see. Let's clarify these cards. So I'd say we're gonna put these two together. We have wedge as well as the parrot. Someone is trying to come between, and then someone will gossip about your secrets. I think that's how it is here. Now, bell and pineapple go very well next to one another. Let's start with the throne. Position of authority. What is up? What is happening? Pile 2. Let me adjust the camera for you a little bit. Position of authority. We have we have the Ace of Pentacles. You might hear from institution of some sort, if you've been waiting specifically for them to get back to you. Authority, institution, some kind of, you know, maybe company. Even for some of you, you're gonna hear back from them. And it seems like a very giving energy. And I'm looking at that gate here. It seems like that opportunity will be somehow important to you. Yeah, 6 of Swords, you're moving towards calmer waters. What that means in this case, you might be getting some kind of information that is going to allow you to move forward towards a better situation. I want to pull from the middle. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It seems like this is something that is physical here, what you are getting from the position of authority. So you might be maybe offered a job, or in some cases you might get some kind of maybe something material with the Page of Pentacles here, because the Page of Pentacles for me is, you know, I usually, not all the time, but I like to see it as a gift. And in this case, that Ace of Pentacles also reminds me, you know, of that gift being given to you. I'd say good stuff is coming through when it comes to institutions, formalities, and some kind of maybe legal dealings even though I don't like to get into it, but I have to say what I'm seeing here. Whatever the case here, position of authority, institutions, formalities, you are moving on with grace. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I'm hearing you're moving on with grace. And the King of Cups. I think someone who's quite influential, has a big heart, maybe they work in that position, is going to be recognizing what it is that you need and give it to you. Sounds interesting. I hope it applies. If it's not something that you're dealing with, this is not your message for sure. Those people who know, they know. Bell, announcement. Let's see. What is this announcement about? Announcement. Okay, let's see. We have the Emperor. Again, it does seem like you're dealing with people who have some kind of influence or they have a really good reputation, you know? Bosses, authority, maybe people who have some kind of power. I don't know what it is, but it seems like a big week for pile 2, and it's probably something that you've been looking for or waiting for. 2 of Pentacles. There's going to be some kind of announcement made about what choice to make when it comes to structure in your life. What do I choose? Right? Yeah, exactly. What do I choose? Do I choose the Emperor or do I choose the Tower? But I think in this case, what's interesting, both of each energies are good here. I would say when it comes to announcement, you may be the one who is announcing little tweaks or adjustments in one area of your life. I think you are the one who's like, I thought about both, but what I want to do about this is to get rid of that and to stick with this. I'm keeping both options, but one of them has to be adjusted. I don't know what it relates to for all of you, and I wouldn't want to know in this case because that would be quite restrictive in this reading for collective, but I hope this is making sense. I want to pull one card from the middle. Yeah, you're coming up with a new idea somehow, and I told you are the one who's announcing this. So you're announcing some kind of new idea. I'm almost like hearing, you know, a launch. Some kind of launch is happening here. It can be an actual product. It can be maybe some of you are somehow changing something about your relationship or anything really. There's adjustments being made, and you will know other people. You will want other people to know about it. I don't know why exactly. If it's business, it makes sense, you know. You know what this bell reminds me of? Keep the bell on, you know. So someone who's maybe visible on social media, and they launch something, and they're like, hey, by the way, I'm doing this now, or hey, you've been waiting for this product. Here we go. We have a launch. So I hope this is making sense. So pineapple, reconciliation. Reconciliation, yes it is. We have the Lovers card. I think with someone who has been gone for some time or someone who lives in a different place now. That's what I'm hearing with the Lovers here. And I think for some of you, you're going to be deciding if you want to reconcile or not, because Lovers is not only about that. Lovers is about making a choice. Do I want to reconcile or do I not? Right? Do I take you back or do I not have time? And it doesn't have to be bad. It can just be, you know, if you had a plan, you're like, sorry about that, but I have to adjust the plan. Maybe we can reconcile or be in touch a bit later on. We have the Hierophant. We have the Page of Cups. It seems like a teacher and student situation here. So I'd say you are reconciled or you are uniting with some kind of teacher, or if you are a teacher for someone else, you are spreading your knowledge or advising people. I'd say you're gonna have a really nice connection coming in that's gonna feel quite familiar to you. And I do look at the plane again here. I'd say this is someone who lives somewhere else, because I'm seeing the distance between you two, and it seems like some of you might be taking some kind of course or meeting or finding someone who knows more about a subject than you do, and you've been looking for a person like this. For some others, you are just being reunited with your mentor or with your students, particularly one person, because it seems like there's that very innocent, nice vibe. Someone who might be even younger or less experienced, being able to spend time with someone who is older and wiser, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Seems like someone has been observing someone at the distance here, right? That's how I'm seeing it. And there's going to be time to act. So I wouldn't be surprised if you heard from someone here, or someone will be heard from you. Will hear from you. But that reconciliation is going to be very interesting. I'm feeling like there's going to be a lot of answers being given. And it's a strong, boss, I would say, even, and maybe employer connection here. Whatever the case, it seems like, I'd have to say, guys, if you're coming back from holiday and things have to be done, it seems like your boss has either missed you or is going to keep an eye on you, what it is that you are doing. Because I'm getting a bit of that, vibe of someone really, really observing you, and you're like, you know what, mind your own business. That's what I'm getting. But like for 2% of you here, I have to say, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And it can be already that situation here, where maybe there's a third person who is somehow getting in between you and someone else. And let's see what is happening. Let's see. Yeah, we have the 7 of Cups. We have the Judgment. I'd say pay attention to sounds the next 7 to 10 days from now. You're going to be communicated to through sounds, music, lyrics, right? We have the Knight of Cups. Let's pull 3 more. Let's pull 3 more. What is the situation here? We have the 9 of Cups. Okay, it's a simple ask for some of you. Someone getting in front of the line and someone being like, come on now. Or someone trying to get something in front and just gets in front of the other person and they're like, come on, people have been waiting for this. It's as simple as that, It doesn't give me any like big drama moments here. I'm not feeling that. But somehow that interaction where maybe someone is gonna get in the way seems like it's gonna teach that person, as well as you're gonna catch yourself thinking, hey, how should I truly approach this situation? I'm hearing someone will have a bad day, and that's how this is coming through. Yeah, look at this. I'm pulling cards as I'm speaking. 4 of Cups, and I know this is not your business. People have to communicate with you nicely, respectfully, but I think the way you're gonna approach the situation is gonna be very mature. You're like, whatever, right? What did I say? Queen of Swords. I'm gonna tell you what it is that I think about the situation, what you have done or how you've acted, but I'm gonna act in a very mature manner. And with Judgment here, I think this is just about, someone being a little bit judgmental. Would it be you or someone else in a situation? And there's going to be a lot of situations that you guys will be in, too many of you, right, to determine. But it can be, just like 2 people talking about someone else being judgmental without knowing the full story. You know how those people online, they like to judge people and they haven't even met the person they are talking about, and already prejudging what they are doing and why they're doing it and what's their life like, and so on and on. And I think that's kind of situation that I'm seeing here. But you're very straightforward. You're like, I'm gonna tell you what it is that I'm thinking about the situation, and I'm moving on. There is no, I don't think you're gonna waste time even trying to resolve the situation. You're like, I'm gonna tell you what I think, and that is it. Thank you very much, right? So let's look at your Magic of You Oracle. Give me a moment. I want to have a sip of a drink. Right. So this is going to be something that you will have learned or you will have dealt with the next 7 to 10 days from now. I'm being drawn today to read these cards from the book. Sacrifice. Look at the artwork in this deck. Look how beautiful this is. I'm obsessed. Honestly, like I can't. It says, what can you let go of? So something is going. Something is coming in. Let me see. But you either will have to sacrifice something, you know, and don't take it as a bad thing. Sometimes, you know, people have to sacrifice things for their own children, right? It's just how it goes sometimes when love is involved. But that unconditional love. I'm not talking about sacrificing your life for someone you don't know, right? Or something precious rather than your life. It says, do you feel you are being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you are buried? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware and to know, but for now you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. Don't be afraid of the darkness, it's saying. When you're kept in the dark, you know, you also have a lot of answers there. Most of my answers were found in dark times, and I truly am grateful for that. And I would want more to come, honestly. Like, it's not about this, you know, aiming for, I don't even know what's the word for that. Aiming for peace, it's a good aim. But I think peace also comes from a lot of darkness too, you know, that you have dealt with. It says, the maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self. Her reptile-like spine descends from her pineal gland and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plunging her into Gaia's source. I see pile number 2. I think you might even discover, for some of you, how to recharge yourself using earth. It says, is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she is planted. On the other, she is blooming. When this card appears, it is time to consider what you are willing to sacrifice to let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself, in other people, places and things around you in order to nourish and grow? The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. So this is for your own betterment. I think maybe that's why I wanted to talk about sacrifice as something that is actually sometimes good. You sacrifice something that is not for you anymore, or something that just needs to be sacrificed, and that brings you something good. So take this card however you want, but it seems like there is a lot of growth and grounding happening here. So now, I want you guys to think of any question that has a yes or no answer. We're bringing back yes or no, maybe. Another path is yours cards. I can't call them only yes or no because we have a couple of other cards in them. And think of a number in between 1 and 9. So that's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. So take a moment here if you need some more time. We are starting with numbers 1. So the answer we have for you guys is a yes. Let's see, number 2's. It's delayed, so a situation is going to be delayed, something, maybe even the answer is delayed for you for a reason. So if you want to pick one more, maybe number, but I'd say maybe there is a bit of a waiting game happening here, and there is a reason for it. And then number 3, no. Number 4, not the right time. Not the right time for this to come to fruition. Not the right time to know about this just yet. There is something happening, I'd say, in the background that you're not aware of just yet, okay? Number 5, it's a no. Number 6, another path is yours. There's something better for you waiting out there. That's how I take this card. If that doesn't make sense, you may want to pick maybe one other card. 7, yes, definitely. 8, it's a yes. And 9 is the maybe. So every time maybe comes up, I know that my answer is being hidden from me only because I need to keep a bit of a mystery to the situation. And it's in a good way, you know, almost like being surprised. It's good to be surprised. So something is coming that you don't see. Pile number 9, option number 9. So tribe, thank you very much for coming back and supporting this channel by being here. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3. So let me see what we have for you guys here. We have the Epiphany card, and it's interesting because I wanted to look at this card straight away here when in other piles I looked at it last. So let's talk about this. This is gonna be saying, hey, what is it that I'm learning the next week? I think there's gonna be more clarity when it comes to what kind of gifts that it is that you have here, what kind of talent you have, maybe where you want to use it, etc, etc. The same for like other piles. I want to read this from the book. It's Magic of You Oracle deck. So let's see what is the message for the next 7 to 10 days from now. So it says the girl in Epiphany is caught enjoying the sweet scent of her own success. Nice, we like that. But now it is time to share the success with the world. See, whatever you're going to be doing, I think you're going to have this urge to share even more of your knowledge or whatever talent you have with people around you and the world. It says, have you been keeping something from others, something that would surprise and delight them? The world wants what you have to share. Awaken to your hidden talent. You are more than enough. There are hidden gifts, a new skill, new passion bubbling up, ready to pour out of you at this time. Just as the gold pours out of the girl of Epiphany's arm. What is a deep goal? Something you may have considered impossible? It's your duty to unveil and release this potential inside you. The time to act is now. The universe will conspire, can't talk, in your favor if you take action now. So these are the words for the ritual, if you want to print screen that. It says for 3 days, say yes to every request and opportunity. Be guided only by yes and where this willingness takes you. Now, I'm not sure about always saying yes, because it can be quite not good. But this, I know where the author is heading here. It's about the opportunities, right? It's about when you feel guided, then say yes. Witness the skeptical, geez, Brigita. Witness the special skills, maybe some of you are skeptics, skills and talents unleashed in you, knowing that anything is possible when you allow it to be. And yes, that is true. That is true. So let's look at your tea leaf tarot, how we're going to do this. We're going to pull, I think, around 5 cards for you guys, and we'll see what is going to be happening the next 7 to 10 days from now. What is up? What is up? 7 to 10 days from now, pile 3. I feel like that one. And we're going to be clarifying these because they're very straightforward. So we're going to be looking into that situation a bit deeper with the steampunk deck, okay? All right. 2 more. 2 more. 1 more, sorry. If 2 will pop out, we won't be mad. 1, here you go. So let's see what we got, pile 3. We're starting with fair man. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Now, it doesn't have to be, it's quite specific for a collective, but just keep in mind a male. So we're going to be looking at this. We have fire, it says, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. That escalated quickly. Love or hate. We're gonna see which one it is. Damn, what is going on, pile 3? We have skull, hidden secrets can harm you. we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Nice. And we have harp, great happiness. This is very much up, up and down kind of vibe here. But I think it's because we're dealing with many people and we're reading the collective. So let's start with the fair man. What is up? What do you want to say about this male? What is happening here? Pile number 3. We have the 5 of Swords. We have 9 of Pentacles. Oh, we have Strength. And I want one more. And we have the King of Wands. It seems like there's going to be a person, whoever this male energy is, and I'm saying male because I'm sensing male here. Sometimes I can see a male card and I would say, it's kind of masculine energy. But in this case, for most of you, I'm feeling an actual male that you're dealing with. Whoever this is, they're very fiery. And I think maybe that is why we have strong emotion, passionate love or hate here, because we have the King of Wands right over here. And it seems like, yeah, it can go either way. You have some kind of conversation with this male who tends to hold quite a lot of fire in them, but you do hold quite a lot of fire in you too, however you want to take it. You're very strong-minded and strong-willed, and you know what you need to do. And I think maybe that's why for some of you it's going to be some kind of a clash, but not necessarily. For some others, this is going to be quite a good connection where you both say what you want to say. One of you is very entrepreneur-like, so maybe you have your own business or you're very independent. And the other is very enthusiastic and probably likes to travel and explore, and all of that stuff. Now, it seems like 2 people like that meet who are quite strong, and they're going to have a discussion. I don't know what about the discussion is because it's going to be different in most cases, but it's something about, I think, or attitude or lifestyle. And it can go either way. I don't know why these people are discussing it. Maybe if that's your partner, you're going to be talking about how you want to live your lives and how to adjust. And it can actually go either way, passionate love or hate. So we're going to get into it a bit more. So tell me about that fire here. Strong emotion. And there's going to be a lot of strong emotion. But it feels to me, even if it's going to be an argument, it feels very freeing to me. So it feels good, It's not that argument where you don't find conclusion or you don't learn from it, just 2 people stuck up. Nah, this is going to be a good thing, it seems here. Whoever you're going to have discussion with. 7 of Swords, maybe. Secrets. See how these are tying in already? Maybe there was some kind of information that you didn't know about this person, or they didn't know about you. I can't speak, pile 3. And that is what you're going to be discussing. Like, I'm hearing you're not showing me the true face, or you're not telling me enough about what I want to hear, or I just found out this about you. Now, what does it mean, But I keep sensing this is not a bad thing for you guys, pile number 3. That something is going to lead, it's going to lead to a better place for you both. Almost like finding out things about each other that you didn't know about. And obviously, it depends what you find out about, you're going to know where you stand. Is it more love, even more passionate love, or more appreciation, or is it gonna go towards that hate situation where, like, why did you hide this from me, yeah, and you might be then quite overprotective, standing your ground. Yeah, so see what I mean? Like, for some of you, this is gonna be some kind of rejuvenation happening here, or restart to this connection with this masculine. For some others of you, you're gonna start something new and you're gonna free yourself from this situation. I'm pretty sure your intuition knows already where you stand here. Let's see what those secrets are about. About a feminine here. What are those secrets about? Judgment. Queen of Swords, Judgment. What are these secrets about? I don't know why I'm sensing someone maybe have taken some kind of a trip, or someone will take some kind of a trip, and there is something that they don't know about that trip, and they're gonna find out about it, and now they need to talk about this, you know. So that is why I said I'm not feeling that this is, you know, that conflict situation, even though I have Five of Swords and Seven of Swords here, because intuitively what I'm getting, it can be as simple as someone is planning a trip of some sorts, you find out about it and you are not supposed to, because that was supposed to be a surprise, you know, or something about that trip or travel was hidden from you, but for a reason, and you didn't know about it, you know, and you didn't have to know about it. And you know, once you find out that someone is planning something for you here as a surprise, you're like, oh my God, like, I love you even more. Whatever the relationship is here. For some other of you, it seems like I'd say if you know that something is being planned for you intuitively, or something is happening behind your back, but this is not, it's not gonna feel shady, you know, it's just gonna feel weird, like, why am I not knowing about this? Why don't you tell me everything about it? It's gonna be a, you know, someone is planning some kind of, you know, and we have great happiness here, it makes sense. Someone is planning some kind of a surprise for you here, and they don't want you to know about it. If you know that this is someone shady you dealing with, or you don't trust this person, then obviously take this message differently, you know. Something is being done behind your back that you maybe don't want to know about at all. And maybe that's how that skull comes in, you know, it can be harmful. But I think, you know, finding things out is not, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really releasing. What's the word I'm looking for? A state of release, I'd say. That's how I want to put it. But it feels good overall. It feels like, you know, there are two strong individuals who are connecting, and they're talking about things, and maybe something slips out where it shouldn't have, and then one person is trying to maybe somehow try and protect the information or hide something even more, because they're like, damn it, you know. And it's, I don't know why it's somehow connected to a trip or a travel plans of some sorts here. And whatever the case, it's going to bring you either closer together, or it's going to bring you closer to yourself, meaning self-care and self-respect. Whatever the case, it's good, okay? So I want to take these back because I drew quite a lot of cards. I think maybe some of them will want to pop out later on. So let's see at the dog card here. Protection from a powerful friend. Maybe that's a friend that you're going to be dealing with, you know, for some of you. So let's look at this. Protection from a powerful friend. What is that talking about? We have Eight of Pentacles. Maybe if you're working with a person that you're friends with in the same job, it seems like they're going to have your back regarding something, or they're gonna somehow praise you behind other people's back, and that's exactly why I wanted to put these cards back, because Six of Swords wants to come out. I think there are three people involved in the situation with this masculine here. And maybe your friend is somehow involved too, or maybe that is your friend that you're dealing with. Whatever the case, because it does seem like very familiar to me, this energy of a friend. It almost seems like maybe they know about this too, or maybe they're gonna be in that trip of some sort, so they're planning it together and they're hiding it from you, you know. But it feels good. Yeah, someone is very observant, secretive, I must say. Okay. Look, these same cards are coming up. This is very connected. This is one story, I must say. I just don't know how to put it in one scenario because how many people, how many stories, right? Whew, pile number 3. Whatever the case, a friend or a loved one is protecting you from any harm. And it's not that there's some kind of harm coming your way. It more so acts like, remember that you have a very loyal friend or a family member. And it's about pat on the back. I think you're gonna see more of that the next week. It can come through, yeah, in silly things, or little things, or in situations where let me think of a scenario so I can portray it to you correctly. This is a very simple and silly situation here. Scenario. So, example, someone wants you to go to the shop. And that person says, hey, could you go to this shop, this exact shop, right? And they want you to go there because in that shop, they can get something particular that they want, even though there's one shop closer to where you're at. So if you went to that shop this person is asking you to go to get something, you'd have to travel further. Now your friend steps in and says, hey, but it doesn't make sense, to get a coffee or, I don't know, some oranges. She can go to the shop just right next door. And this other person doesn't want to tell you that. They want you to go to that shop that is further away because there is something particularly that they sell that this shop closer by doesn't have. And therefore, that friend, by saying, hey, like this makes sense, they bring out the information that you need to know about. And this is a silly example, right? And they go actually like, oh, you know what, but I actually wanted you to go to that shop because I really wanted those special cookies that they have. So something as simple as that can be someone having your back in little situations here, right? It's not... I don't think it's the best representation, but by telling stories, I want you guys to know how it feels to me like, it doesn't feel like anything else that is a big deal. Now, it can be for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. With a magician here, now, when I started talking about it can be for some of you, the hidden secrets can harm you, protection from a powerful friend. Whatever you're going to be dealing with that you'll think that you will need support, you need to know that that friend that you have is quite a powerful magician, I'd say. This person can do anything, or maybe they can even manipulate energies and say, hey, you know what, just tell me what needs to be done. I'm going to help you out. But there's a lot of interactions happening the next week. Let's check on great happiness. What is that card talking about exactly? We have Knight of Wands. We have Ten of Swords. I'm getting job situation. I think for some of you, you're going to decide to let go of a job and maybe seek for new opportunities here. And that is why this happiness is here. Maybe you've been holding on to something for too long, or a project, or whatever that would be career-wise. It doesn't have to be only career for all of you. It can be relationship that you're letting go of. And it seems like, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to, maybe put this situation on a side and see what else is there waiting for you. And once you do, some kind of an ending that you're going to decide to do, right? You're the one who's creating it with the Knight of Wands. You're the one who's taking action. Is going to actually bring you great happiness. Even if Ten of Swords is not the happiest card, but in order to become happier, what you're doing, you're ending something. Yeah, you like slow and steady wins the race. I'm going to be much more patient from now on when making decisions or when choosing from the options, right? Because you're going to be in the Queen of Wands position and you're going to be like, Queen of Wands doesn't work in a job that she doesn't like. She travels to places that she loves. She is very professional. And Queen of Wands doesn't vibe with the situation here that is happening on the floor. on the rooftop actually. She's like, nah, I don't like this anymore. You know, I know that I can make things happen, but it's time I step into my energy, my own power, and I'm gonna take things slowly, right? She's not gonna rush. She can when she wants to, but she's like, when I'm gonna be deciding what I want as a replacement in the future, I'm gonna take more time. That is gonna bring me more happiness, whatever situation this is for you guys. What a story, 𝒃𝒐𝒉. What a story. Now let's continue. So what I want you to do, guys, I want you to think of any question that has a yes or no answer to it. And we're gonna be pulling from yes or no cards. See, look at this candle, guys, here in the corner. See what it's doing already? It's already about to form. I'd say maybe give it 3 more hours burning. It's gonna form into something like this. Again, I'm seeing that happening here. Look, familiar. Let me focus on the light. See, I think we're gonna have the third one here. Hashtag ocean vibes. So the candles are really vibing with the name of this channel of the Aqua Arcana. We like that. Even though this one is not the color that I usually go for, but I bought it just before the private reading, and I usually make decisions based somehow tuned into the person's energy that I'm gonna read for, and that tied in so beautifully. If you're watching, that was a nice read. Okay. Think of any question that has a yes or no answer, and pick from numbers anywhere in between 1 and 9. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me have a sip of drink. Stop the video here if you need some more time. And we're starting with an answer for number 1. So we have a maybe. Every time we have a maybe, I know that there is something waiting for you out there that has to be a surprise. This is a surprise card. It's not about, for me, hiding the answer from you. It's about keeping something as a surprise. And it's not you who needs to do that. It's the way things will pan out for you is gonna be a big surprise, but a really nice one, okay? 2. Delayed. So something is delayed in the situation. Maybe you don't need to know about this just yet. Or if you're asking about timing, that's your answer. Something is going to be delayed. Okay. 3. Yes, definitely. 4. It's a no. 5. It's a no. 6. It's not the right time for you to know about this, or not the right time for something to be coming to fruition. I hope it's making sense. You may want to choose maybe one more if you would like to. 7. It's a yes. 8. It's another path is yours. So there is something better waiting for you out there. That's literally how I take this message. If it doesn't make sense, maybe you want to choose another one. And 9, it's a yes. So tribe, thank you very much for coming back to my channel and being here with me. Truly appreciate your presence, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, 𝒃𝒊𝒕𝒉 people. So let's see. We're going to read this message at the very end. We're going to see what this card has to say. We're going to start with a tea leaf. Thank you guys for coming back and liking your 7 to 10 day predictions. I really enjoy doing these for you. And it's Sunday night every time for me, you know. Sundays are my favorite days together with, I don't know why, Thursdays. Oh, I think I was born on Thursday. Maybe that's why. Let me see. What is going on? Pile number 4. Your cards are coming out very easily. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we only need 5. So we're going to stick to those, and we're going to be clarifying these cards by the steampunk deck. So I said to pile number 3, I think, too, all my candles are kind of shaping themselves to these waves. Well, not all, you know, this big one stays the same, but I think it's just because of the amount of the wax in it. But these, look at them. Like, I don't do anything to them. And you can see already that this one is going to have one side to it that is more burnt off, and the other side probably will go the same way. So I don't know what that's about, but I know that these candles feel the vibe of this channel. Hashtag aqua, hashtag ocean vibes. All right, let's see what is up. What is up? So first off, let's look at these before we start clarifying. So we got victory in some endeavor, which we like. We'll take that. Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. I laugh at this card every time I see it. Then we have purse. Pay attention to your finances. Then we have stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Okay. Then we have taken a vacation physically or mentally. You have a nice vibe here. It seems like, I don't know why I'm feeling a lot of family vibe in this pile. But let's start with the victory. Let's clarify that. Let's see what is that endeavor. What is that endeavor? Let me adjust the camera for you guys. We're gonna find victory the next 7 to 10 days from now. We have the 2 of Cups in a connection that is a soul connection of some sorts. Can be lover, partner, husband, wife, friend or family member. Victory in a connection, as well as the 2 of Swords, number 2s, prominent here. If you're about to make a decision about a person, I think that decision will be made, and that decision will allow you to feel very emotionally fulfilled, happy, and somehow content. So it's definitely connected to some kind of a situation where you maybe were stuck in your own head, like, what do I do about this person or connection, right? And it seems like you're gonna be coming from the heart and doing something that allows you to feel that love. Would it be for yourself or that other person? Whoever this is a nice connection. This is someone who has the big heart, someone who is very caring as well. And it seems like you're going to be resolving something about that connection, or you're going to be deepening your feelings. So let's look at the turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. We have the 4 of Wands. That might be someone who lives with you or who doesn't live too far away. Some kind of domestic environment situation here. It can be little thing. It can be your child as well. Acting childish. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing anything that is very intense. Maybe for some of you. Yeah, we have cups energy here. It seems like there's some kind of apology coming through here. Yeah, moving towards calmer waters. Some kind of apology coming through from someone maybe who was a little bit childish. It can be also, you know, your child improving the behavior, and they're going to be a bit more mature. Doesn't matter how old that child is. So your connection to a child or a person who acted stupidly is improving, and it seems like things are being resolved. So for some of you might know already about the situation. For some others of you, it's going to be happening in the future, and you'll see it resolve in the next 7 to 10 days from now. Pay attention to your finances. What do you want to say about that? We have the Devil. You're very protective over your finances the next 7 to 10 days from now. Specifically when it comes to making decisions, you know, where do I want to put my money in? Is that a place that is beneficial for me? Do I need to buy this, or do I need to give this money to this person, or it's gonna be wasted and I'm not actually gonna be enjoying what I bought or where I invested my money? So this is saying think things through when it comes to, you know, buying big things the next 7 to 10 days from now. Right, yeah. Negotiate, you know, analyze it, see what it is that is best for you, because the Queen of Wands is very professional when it comes to her money. Not all the time, because she can, you know, spend money on what she wants sometimes. She's all about, you know, exploration. I don't know why there is a message for some of you. You might want to spend money on experiences rather than actual stuff. And overall, I'd say if there isn't something that you actually very much need the next 7 to 10 days from now, maybe keep some money to yourself. Or maybe if you want something really, give it extra 2 days or a week and see if you still want it. I think that's something that you'll be doing the next 7 to 10 days from now. You'll be paying attention to your finances more than before. You know, how much money a month does that cup of coffee every morning, you know, cost me, for example. And you're going to be very aware and analytical of where you spend money and how can you save. Then we have Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Okay, makes sense. We have 8 of Pentacles. I'd say it can talk about a promotion for some of you. We have 7 of Wands and Judgment has flipped. There is definitely some kind of birth happening here. You're protective over an idea and you're gonna want to keep it going, I'm seeing, because that stork is still building its nest, right? So you're building yourself a nest metaphorically in order to create something that you want for yourself in the future. Somehow the work that you are putting in here, I think you're gonna start seeing the next week or week and a half, how that is coming to fruition somehow. So new ventures, new opportunities are possible, as well as there is a message saying don't let go. Keep on being focused on what it is that you want in the long run, right? That would be for people who are saving for a house or maybe travel for some of you. But definitely with the Page of Cups, some kind of news coming your way. It can be coming overseas or from someone who I don't know why I want to say it's maybe a younger person for some of you here, or someone who's not as experienced or not as on the same level maybe financially or in the career than you are. I hope it's making sense here. If you need advice the next 7 to 10 days from now, seek for advice from a professional. There is a message here too, or someone who knows quite a lot about that thing or idea, right? Keep on working. 9 of Wands, you know, keep on working towards what it is that you want. And it seems like you're very protective over your ideas the next week. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Let's see. 7 of Pentacles. I do think that for some of you might be saving money for a trip of some sort. You're very patient the next week. You calculate every move. You're very analytical. It does seem like someone is leaving home. So maybe you're going for maybe some kind of weekend getaway, or you are taking some kind of trip to the town next door even, you know, or some kind of a trip that you have been saving for. Whatever the case, it seems like your mind will be put to rest by some kind of situation. Yeah, maybe you're meeting friends, you're socializing if you can, obviously, where you're at. It can be over Zoom or Skype too, but it's somehow going to make you feel really good. You're taking some time off, and that's something that is going to be very beneficial for you. Yeah, vacation vibes, big time here. Ace of Swords here, and I think maybe that somehow taking some of that time off is going to inspire you or give you maybe extra boost when it comes to your own creations. Pile number 4. Yeah, it's all about wondering what the other side has to offer. You know, what do I have? You know, what ships are coming in? Where can I go? So I'd say maybe you're going to start making plans when it comes to some kind of a trip further on in the future even. And wherever it is that you might be deciding to go, it seems like it's going to be very relaxing, and it's going to turn out better than you may have planned it. Let's take a look at your card from the Magic of You Oracle. That's something that you will have learned or you will be focusing on. We have Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? I want to read this card out for you guys, and I want you to apply it to your situation. You might have advice in this card for your current situation too, okay? It says, you are maxed out, and yet conversely, more is needed. More nourishment for yourself. And I think that's why you're being drawn to taking some time off. You are spread too thin and your life force is draining. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? A new idea is waiting to be cultivated. Remember that Ace of Swords, as evidenced by the flame in the bulb. Or perhaps it's time to stop sitting on an idea you have had for some time. The months are starting to gather, and as lovely as they are, they will slowly blot out your light. This is saying act on an idea if you have one, and you had it for some time. It says it's time to feed yourself in order to cultivate and harvest your next crop. Stop focusing on everyone else and the role you play in their lives. Till your own soil, serve yourself the fruits of your own labor. The table is set with fine silver on a blood-red cloth. In fact, the blood is pooling. Can't speak. I'm done, bye. No, I'm joking. The blood is pooling and indicating that your life force is draining. Whatever it is that is draining for you right now, this is saying basically do something about it so that you can feel more energized. It says capture it now and fill your cup. What is the purpose of these fine things if they are not used? Do you remember how I referred to buying stuff that maybe is not gonna make any sense or won't have any emotional attachment or emotional value to you in the long run? I'd say pay attention to that. Okay, now pile number 4, think of any question that has a yes or no answer. We are bringing your yes or no, maybe not the right time cards because it's not only about yes and no. And choose from number anywhere in between 1 and 9. All right. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So take more time, stop the video if you need to. We're starting with group number 1. The answer for your question is delayed. So something that you're asking about, there is a delay to it. Maybe you're going to find out the answer a bit later on, but there is a reason for a delay, this is saying. Or maybe the answer that you're seeking for, is it going to be delayed? It would be a yes in this case, right? Then, numbers 2, yes, definitely. Numbers 3, it's a no. Numbers 4, it's a maybe. So every time I pull a maybe, I know that universe, God, whatever you believe in, is keeping a secret from me because I will need to be surprised in a good way. That's how I take this card every time. Number 5, not the right time. Not the right time to find out the answer to this question, or the time is not now, maybe to do something about it. You know how to interpret this. You're very intuitive. But if you want to maybe choose one more pile, group, you can. Number 6, another path is yours. So when I get this, I know that there is something better for me waiting out there. And the question that I'm asking might not be somehow related in the future. Maybe something better will come out of the situation. What you're asking about now will somehow change. I forgot which one it was. 7. Yes. For the 7, we have a yes. For number 8, we have a yes. And for number 9, we have a no. So tribe, thank you very much for coming back, and lovely to see you here as usual. I love you, and I'll leave you until the next time. Bye for now.